What's up, everybody? Passport Rod checking in for the team. Brothers, man. Y'all gonna bug out on this. I'm in San Jose, California right now, man, in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of chilling out. But man, look, I was online this morning, man, checking out this article from Anton Davis, Anton Daniels. Forgive me for that, Anton Daniels. Man, brother had an episode on his show, and y'all got to check him out, man. His brother's something else. But y'all got to check out Anton's channel, man. He had a report about black women in Houston, black American women in Houston, Texas, that are a part of this big old syphilis outbreak that's down there. I'm bugging on it, man. So I heard him say it. I had to pull it up myself, you know what I'm saying, just to read an article, and I'm reading something off of medium.com, right? And the headline or the title of this is an alarming rise of syphilis cases among African American women. A 128% increase from 2019 to 2022. Passport brothers, man, listen. Let this be the heads up. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, let me go and get into the article a little bit, man. You know, just give you an idea. The introduction to the article, man, says Houston, Texas has recently experienced an outbreak of syphilis among African American women. Between 2019 and 2022, there's been a 128% increase in the number of syphilis cases in this group, rising from 295 to 674 cases. This significant rise is a cause for concern among public health officials in the region and has prompted increased efforts to educate and prevent the spread of the disease. And it further says, you know, in this article, we'll explore the reasons behind the outbreak and what can be done to address it, that kind of thing. But it's blowing my mind, man. And then Anton said, oh yeah, Houston is the new Atlanta. Because I lived in, I'm from Atlanta for real. You know, I mean, I was down there when I remember them saying the whole HIV thing broke out down there pretty heavy, and it was amongst black women. Now it's no surprise to me though, because I guess I was one of the ones in Atlanta that, I don't know, man. I was one of those that didn't fit in. So I don't know. I had a couple of girlfriends, but I didn't have so many girlfriends that I had to worry about having HIV. You know, and I'm not saying that to make light of it. Bless everybody in Atlanta that went through that. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything washed out, whatever. But I remember when Atlanta had a heavy cases of black women in HIV. Now, Houston has the same thing with syphilis. So, yeah, the article goes on. It talks about syphilis. What is syphilis? Let me see here. You know, it's an STD caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum or whatever. Treponema pallidum or pallidum. However, these are scientific words. Y'all can read them or look it up. Read them yourself. It spreads through direct contact with a syphilis sore during vaginal, anal, or oral sex. So, you know, and it can also spread from pregnant woman to her fetus and that kind of thing. Well, that's what's going on in Houston, man. And so when I think about the whole landscape of what we're up against, it's grapefruit, man. I love grapefruit. But when I think about the landscape of what we're up against, we being black men in America, actually everybody, to be honest with you, man. But black men, seriously, this is, hey man, this is something to think about. You got to understand the modern woman and her way of thinking. And seeing reports like this, man, should really make you scratch your head. But yeah, I mean, syphilis, check this out, it's crazy. After you have syphilis or after you get it, if you don't catch it early, get this, in the early stages, you can kill it. You can kill it with penicillin or something else. But then the sores will disappear. But the bacteria remains through your body, man. And over years, that same bacteria, that same disease can lead to blindness, deafness, stroke, or death. For real. It's something else, man. And yeah, forgive me. And I don't know, y'all hear all the mess going on out here in the Bay, man. Got an ambulance running somewhere. Sounds like some guys working on a house somewhere. Sounds like a saw going. Anyway. And then the article goes on to say syphilis among African American women in Houston. All right, here's the meat and potatoes of this. According to the Houston Health Department, there's been a significant rise in syphilis cases among African American women in the area. Let's see here. We already said that part. The jump from 19 to 22 or 2019 to 2022 has been a 128% jump. We talked about all that. African Americans in Houston make up approximately 25% of the population, yet they accounted for 75% of the new syphilis cases in 2022. Let that run through your head again. African Americans make up approximately 25% of the population in Houston. They account for 75% of the syphilis cases, the new cases, in 2022. All right. It says the situation is similar across the entire United States, where African Americans are disproportionately affected by the disease compared to other racial or ethnic groups. Factors contributing to syphilis outbreaks among African American women? Yeah, the hot girl summer. That's the factor that contributes. Okay, yeah, I'm joking. It says here there are a number of factors. There are a number of factors that contribute to the alarming rise of syphilis, and that's all they say. Then they give you references. But I got a good idea of what's happening, man. Passport Boy's got a good idea of what's happening, man. We've been seeing this come about over the last 20 years. Every passport brother I have talked to have said this. Hey, man, your woman ever tried to put a trip on you and ask you the stupid question, how come when men sleep with more than one woman, it's okay, but when women do it, it's a double standard? Well, women only say that, man, because they're trying to throw you off from a response. And they're also trying to justify in their childish minds why they should be whores. Why they can be whores. Because they'll look at you and say, well, you couldn't answer how come the man can do it, but the woman can't. To be truthful, whoring is wrong for anybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just giving you a heads up on what's happening with these girls, man. I mean, I'm not alarmed at the statistics. I've been seeing it. I'm a little older. I've seen it come over the years. I've had my, had my heyday. And it's funny, man, but to see this happen to this generation, to see it all come to a head like this, a bunch of women in the community got diseases because they sleep with the same small number of dudes. And a bunch of passport brothers trying to figure out what the problem was and why they couldn't seem to get it right. It's because nobody chose them. And when a majority of the passport brothers that I talk to, when they talk about how people would say, oh, y'all need to get together and bring each other up. Well, women that would say that, they wanted the smarter people, the better earners of the group, to bring all the Pookies and Ray Rays up. They still gonna choose the Pookies and Ray Rays. They still don't want, you know what I'm saying, don't want good brothers. So that's how that, anyway, that's another conversation. Passport bros, look out. But for real, articles like this should let you know how important it is to get on your stuff, man. Get on your horse, homie, and grow. Leave all the Pookies and Ray Rays where they at. But, hey, for real, all the Pookies and Ray Rays that want to step it up and get passports and all that stuff, you can. It's cool. Stay in touch with us, man. We all good. We ain't haters for real. Passport Rod, man. Checking out for Passport Bros. Catch a flight, fellas. Grapefruit pretty good.